Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Minish and welcome to this Minish review. I'll be giving you my first impressions of Giana Sisters' Twisted Dreams. Giana Sisters' Twisted Dreams is a platform game made by indie developer Black Forest Games. It's currently only available on PC, but they're also planning to port it to the PlayStation Network and the Xbox Live Arcade. Also, they're thinking about releasing it for the Ouija or Ouija, whatever you call it. You know, that console that was funded by Kickstarter. Talking about Kickstarter, this game was also funded through fan donations. It had a goal of $150,000 and later it was also green-lighted on Steam, where you can buy it for €15 or your regional equivalent. You might have noticed there's no actual settings screen. All the settings are located in the launcher before you start the game. Everything's there, all the video settings, all the keyboard settings. You can play with your keyboard or your gamepad. Now let's get started with the actual game, shall we? Just one more thing before we start. You have several game modes included. You've got score attack, time attack. Hardcore is if you die you need to start the entire level over. Uber hardcore, you need to restart the entire game. Alright, let's get started with our adventure. Let's just skip this small intro movie first and then you'll notice that I've already finished the tutorial level. I'll quickly go over all the levels. As you can see, there's quite a few of them. There's also a free Halloween level that's been added in a patch. And let's start level 2. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to level 2. Let's talk about graphics first. As you can see, the visual style of the game is all about bright colors and nice lighting effects. The actual texture work is, as far as I can tell, really high quality as well. Also, check out how the world changes when I change which character I'm actually playing. So you can switch between characters and worlds freely as you progress through the game. There's no actual limit on how many times you can switch. Also, going back to the topic of graphics, check out the bouncy effect that happens every time you change worlds. Really nice detail. And just the sheer amount of details in general in this game is quite amazing if you start to notice. These graphics are generally great for an indie title. Heck, I'd even go as far as to say that the graphics are great for a AAA title. As far as I'm concerned, I have no complaints whatsoever about the graphics of this game. For those of you wondering, by the way, I'm recording this at 720p, not 1080, because I don't want to risk any frame drops and having to shoot all that footage again. Besides that though, everything is maxed out. Now, enough about the graphics already, and let's move on to what really matters in games, and that's the gameplay value. Is it actually any fun to play? Well, I'm happy to answer yes in this case. The movement of the characters is very fluid and responsive, which is always important in the platforming genre. And I also have to say that I absolutely love the fireball power. You just saw it there, and I seem to have accidentally shown you a secret. Now you know where to find it. So the fireball power bounces off walls, reminds you a bit of Sonic, the old Sonic games, which I used to play for hours on end and which I loved. Nostalgia, it's not always a bad thing, certainly not in this case. By which I mean a game that's trying to present itself as some kind of return to the old school platforming genre. I've always been a big fan of platforming games, and I'm really happy that this game offers something most other platformers forget about. Vertical gameplay. You don't just go from the left side of the level to the right side of the level, you also go up and down, which gives you the feeling that levels are a lot bigger than they really are. Now you might have noticed that I'm not collecting each and every gem and killing each and every enemy, but at the end of each level you get a score based on how many times you've died and if you've collected all the gems in the level or not. In conclusion, I would recommend this game to everyone who loves platforming games. The graphics are great, the gameplay is smooth, and so far I haven't noticed a single bug. I can't say a lot of negative things about this game, but if you're not into platforming, I can tell you this game is not for you. No shooting AK-47s here. For those of you wondering if it's worth your hard-earned cash, I can only tell you that so far, I'm not regretting my purchase in any way whatsoever, and I'm having loads of fun with it. Once again, my name is Minish, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe for a new video each Saturday and follow me on Facebook or Twitter for all the latest news and updates.